And ladies and gents, welcome back to some Regicide Rumble. And we've got $25 on the line for every single king that is out here. And we've got a big mix of players. We apparently have players here who haven't played in 2 years. So one of the players got in, and now he's playing in front of thousands of people with money on the line. There's payouts for top three, $100 for first, $50 for second, $25 for third. There's also $25 if you kill someone's king. And the map here is Rivulet. The chat was telling me it's Rivulet, not Rivulet. And it's a map that's not symmetrical like a lot of Age of Empires maps are. So we chose this because I felt with some alterations it could be really cool. You zoom out, look at this map. Some players starting near the water. And this water obviously allows lots of fishing. And then there's this river that does run up through the middle of it, which can be used. Now, the normal version of the map has unbuildable ice in the north. And I didn't think that that would be very good because then you couldn't trade to the corners. So T-West changed this for us. You can actually build on all this snow. And we also added piles of wood up here. So this is a lumber pile of 10,000 wood. So that adds 10,000 wood. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of wood, but if they did their research, it's actually a lot of wood up there. And then you can market here. So I'm thinking you can market the north. You can then market the east and the south. You could obviously have the trade. It could be very solid. So let's get our intros in here. And in the blue, we've got Snippy. Now, Snippy has been one of the longest viewing supporters of mine. And Snippy was the one who was in a lot of community games back when I started. Back when I sometimes wouldn't do community games because we couldn't even fill a freaking lobby. Snippy was there. He's been around a very long time. He's also modding the channel. And the thing about Snippy that's never really changed much, he just likes to kill people. He's not like, you know, this player you look at and you're like, man, he's absolutely insane with like diplomacy. No, not really. He just really likes to snipe people. So having Snippy in the game makes a lot of sense. And last time, he did snipe one of our fellow mods, Shulker, when he spawned next to them. So we got Snippy here in the blue. To the north of him, I guess we'll just stay on the right side. We've got Skillzu. Skillzu's been in quite a few community games, so I would expect that Skillzu's going to be pretty solid. Now, I say that as Skillzu loses a villager to a boar, but remember, guys, diplomacy is important, and Skillzu was responding to Purple and says, works, smiley face, letting Purple know that Purple's messages are being received. So this is a sign that Skillzu will put lives on the line for their friends. In the gray, we have Ather the Wide, which is a hilarious name. I love this name. Ather's playing as the Spanish. First time they've ever been in a community game, to my knowledge. They also said that this is the first time they played in 2 years. So imagine that. Like, that is quite the jump. Gray playing as the Spanish over here in the right corner. In the red, we have Tom. Tom has played community games before. Tom played in the game. I think the YouTube title was I Have a Serious Problem. And Tom's problem in that game was that he couldn't help himself. He just kept sniping his allies. There was one player who was clearly going to win if they were to happen. And he killed his 2 allies anyways. And he said, I have a serious problem in all caps at the end of that. And it actually became a remix. So we'll see. At least he gets paid for his problems here if that happens. In the teal, we have Multius. I don't know a lot about Multius. I don't recall this name. So maybe their first time they enter playing as the Portuguese. In the orange, we have Nepa Lames, who actually, hold on. I'm going to save Nepa Lames for last. Ruin my order here. Sorry, in the purple, we've got Bibu. Also, their first time playing in 2 years, according to what they said. So lots of pressure on them. They're playing as the Goths. In the yellow, we have Moyne, who's easily the highest ranked player from what I can see. We've got 1,600 ELO, which is higher than we even had in the previous game. And Moyne has played in community games. Though I don't remember a lot of, like, personality characteristics. And then in the orange, last but not least, we have Nepa. Nepa made the final last time. So Nepa won their game. They got selected by the bot. They won their game in Regicide Rumble 5. They then made the final, which includes the pros. And then they were second place. So very accomplished Diplo player here in the orange. So that's my intro. That was a lot of intro. I hope that information is helpful for you guys. And now they're all starting to chat a little bit, excuse me. And Bee-Boo, how do I say that? Bee-Boo says, I'm friendly. Please don't kill me. My girlfriend is watching. I want her to be proud. Proud. Sorry. And then Neopta says, my parents are watching, so please don't kill me either. Gotta make him proud somehow. Oh, man. Is that true? Man, you should be proud of your child. Come on. That's horrible. What, are you not supportive? No, I'm kidding. I'm sure if Orange is like me, that's just a joke. And I'm sure Orange's parents are very supportive. So. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool if their families are actually watching. I like that. And I'm wondering how the players are going to choose to use the landscape of the map here. We've got some docks down here from Purple. Wow, so Purple walked a really long way to get this dock. And so did Orange, so they're prioritizing the water. Snippy has the most experience. His reputation might not be how he chooses to play. Maybe he will actually form some alliances and go for the win here today. He says, talking only to you, Moyne. We ally. We both south ? Moyne says, yeah, I don't want to fight on water. Green also has reached out to multiple players. Green reached out to Red now. Says, want to be friends. I don't have allies either so far. And they're saying they need to take care of Snippy. Wait, is Red trolling right now? Red says, yes, for sure. You're safe with me. Haha, sent to all. Sorry, you're all safe. Tom. Tom, that's not a good sign, bro. Screwing up the chat settings at the start. That's funny, though. Yeah, we'll see if that is something that Tom fixes in the future, man. How much wood is on this map? Okay, so there's 600k. So we looked at options for the maps, and we really determined that we need to have a minimum of 500k wood on each Diplo map. Because in these diplomacy games, if you run out of wood early, it becomes quite campy. So there's not actually that much compared to the previous game. The previous game was like 1.5 mil. That still seems to be a decent amount. Now, guys, you can bring Navy through the middle and all the way up here. I'm pretty sure you can cross this little sand area and get all the way up here. That Navy controlling the middle could be rather interesting this game. So don't discount that and think it's just going to be helpful with the fish. Can be very helpful. Oh, there was also a dock here. T West added this. I didn't actually realize he did this. This is a dock you can actually trade to. So you might not actually need allies. In theory, you could camp and you could win the water. You could keep your king here and you could just fully trade to this little dock down here, which is an indestructible dock. Ugly says, that's where I live, smiley face. This would be... It sounds like it'd be really cool to live out here until you need to go anywhere. Like, you need to go to the grocery store or... I mean, if you needed to use internet, the connection wouldn't be good. Probably not a great spot. The Skillzu reaches out to yet another person in the DMs and says, hey, Gray, we're together on this side. Do you want to ally? Red is here, too, so we could play together. And we'll see if Gray responds. But again, Gray... So what happened was, when they got selected, Purple said, wow, I haven't played in 2 years. Gray said same. That was how it played out. So that's all I know. Now, you can see the elos for everybody except for Teal. So maybe Teal doesn't have a rank. But it's nice. We have the mix of established personalities, and we also have people who are clearly new. Bebo says, I make market on the west side. But you do need to make sure like some of that communication is going to your teammates. You don't want a situation where you're just chatting to all. But it's easier said than done. Easier said than done. T90, who knows about the neutral dock? It might actually appear for everyone. Oh, it doesn't appear at all. So I'm not going to check everybody right now. I'm just going to assume no one knows about that. And honestly, unless they looked at the map beforehand, which technically they should have, like Snippy should have. Wait, is that why Snippy picked Armenians? Ooh, it all could be making sense, but now Snippy's making petards. Bro, he can't help himself. Every time I'm like, maybe Snippy will change. maybe he'll be nice now because he's actually chatting to people. But nope, he's definitely going to snipe someone. Oh, Gray is new as well. The other thing too is Snippy's such an old legend that we're actually at the point now where people sometimes don't know some of the videos, right? Like, I don't know, Twitch chat. Type a 1 if you've never watched The Legend of Snippy. It's super old graphics. My commentary was not what it is today. I mean, it would probably make sense that video has kind of died off in the algorithm. So many people might not know they need to be worried about him. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of ones there. Oh my god, Tom does this sometimes. It's coming back to me now. So Tom always will add a little message after he chats to someone in the game. Look at this, look at this. Tom says, "You're safe with me, dude," and then says he might not be. Tom narrating his own messages just for us right now. And who was Tom actually chatting to, though? Tom was chatting... Skillzu says, "I agree, we're first targets." I think Purple says, "Can I trade with you? I like your base." Red says, "You're safe with me." Oh, he was saying you're safe with me to Teal. Obviously. Teal, do you want to team since we have the North? Teal said, "Absolutely, you're safe with me." He might not be. Okay. Well, when it comes to trade... it would make sense, and we have to keep a really close eye on Snippy, by the way, because he's going to make a move at some point. Oh, and he's got a transport ship, guys. Is he going to kill... Bro! Dude, I mean, Yellow would deserve to die for this. This is the most classic community game thing ever, where the highest ranked player who's out booming everyone and is just sweating all over their keyboard with their skills completely forgets about the king. Okay, he put it in there now. Sorry, I got to complete my thought. My ADHD is through the charts. But trade would need to go from east to west or east to north or you know, west to north. And wow, that's a pretty crazy castle there from Teal. If you control the trade, people are inclined to stay teamed with you. So I think taking this area is not a bad move. Snippy, bro, what are these farms, man? I know, Chad. Oh, you could tell he's a T90 fan of the T90 mod. What are those farms, bro? Gray has turned on Snippy. Why? Oh my god! Oh my god, Gray sees it! Snippy! Snippy! Snippy's walking into Gray's base with some petards and some composite bowmen. That's why, and Gray saw it and ran. Smart move from Gray to run. Snippy hasn't said anything. He's like, where's that king? Actually, Green could be in trouble now. Because Snippy doesn't see the king. And now... oh, no. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. Not Skillzu. Skillzu was the one saying that Snippy would be a problem. Composite bowmen are so slow. If you notice this Skillzu, you can get away. But Skillzu's probably chatting to someone right now. Skillzu sees it. Skillzu sees it. Skillzu's on the move. And Snippy wants the 25 bucks. He wants that money. He won't even kill the villagers. He just wants king meat. And Skillzu turns. The king from green goes into that TC. Snippy does not know about that town center. Gray just comes home. Look at Gray panicking right now. Like, they're like, huh? Like, they're going to need therapy after that. And Skillzu says, Snippy attacked me. Is Snippy going to go to everyone's base? Snippy says, just passing, sorry, killing red. Well, just passing's in chat. And shout out to Blue Coffee, who in the first Regicide Rumble, like 6 years ago, dropped that comment when he was very clearly going to kill someone. I did reach out to Blue Coffee, by the way. I invited him to be rigged into this. He never reached out, unfortunately, so maybe that'll have to happen again. But I mean, I don't know if this is a just passing here, Snippy. I don't know if that's believable. You need 8 petards to take castle down. And Snippy still has petards and composite bowmen in his castle, by the way. So, and now he's making cav archers. So he's switching the unit he's making. Is he coming back to Gray? It feels like he's coming back to Gray. Also, Gray never said anything. And Gray has made a bunch of monasteries here. And Red says, Gray, watch out. Blue, enemy him and shoot if he gets close. Okay, so I guess they're noticing. Because, I mean, they're allied with him, so they can see this. This is just classic Snippy. Everyone else is booming. Purple's moving the king into the back corner. Orange is building a massive base up here. Orange is going to be very strong. Remember, he was second place in the grand final, so he's a serious threat. And Gray says to Red, already enemied Blue. Okay. Well, he's back now, Gray. Just passing again. And Snippy doesn't see a flag on the TC, so he doesn't know the king is there. And he's not attacking unless he sees the king. He might not be able to... If he's just coming home, he might not be able to. Oh, well, he's attacking Graysville now. But I don't think he even wants to, honestly. I think he just wants to come home. Blue, Gray, delete the wall. Let him leave. Don't trap him here. Trapping him here is a problem. Let him go. Let him pass. Because if he's trying to get home now and he can't, he's going to go for your king. Oh, God. Well, where is the king? Okay, the king is there. Gray's got some monks. And Gray's going to aim to defend here. Oh, man. Gray must be so stressed right now. Will the monks get conversions? They're getting conversions. And the converted composite bowman will then take out the petards, and the king will not be killed. The king is down here. The petards can't find him. Snippy is probably just going to shift focus onto another person's king soon. And Gray defense, I think. Wow, Snippy is split microing his petards. Epic. King is protected by the monks. And I mean, guys, I need to look elsewhere. I really do. Oh, God. Siege Workshop wall? Trapped him? Petards are getting shot. It's all right. Snippy, I know where he is. He's looking at home. And he's ready for the next attack, I would assume. And he researches treason. Bro, they're in Castle Age, and someone's dropping 400 gold to get treason. That's so funny. Oh my God. 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 Gray, you're not safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. Convert. Convert faster. Convert faster, please. Oh, he gets 2 conversions. He's running. There's no ballistics. Gray hasn't played in 2 years. Can he survive this? There's another monk coming. There's still petards over there, actually. And Gray needs to heal immediately after the conversion. Oh my God, Gray, just do not run there. Oh, Snippy's actually bringing the petards. He's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. Damn, dude. I didn't realize Snippy was just going to be swooping in like that. I keep expecting him to use the transport ship and go for somebody else. Whew. Okay, well, I think Gray is fine. I think. Ugh. Skillzu says to everyone but Snippy, I don't know if you know Snippy, but he tends to win these games with good Diplo. But Skillzu, no, he doesn't. He snipes kings. I've never once been impressed with Snippy's Diplo. He says we should attack him together, and after that, we can play normal. I mean, it's still... The theme here is kill Snippy before he kills you. That is correct. He already attacked me, Red and Gray. Tom says, sounds good to me. Snippy researching treason again. And guys, he keeps seeing the king is not in a building. Gray, you gotta sit inside your town center now. Oh, man. Dude, I'm so worried for Gray. Gray going down to this would be so sad. But dude, he's just feeding off Snippy's army, though. Gray's a monk beast. Look at that. He's just... Okay. I never should have doubted you, Gray. Damn. Every single time Snippy shows up, he's just converting the army. We'll see if Snippy goes back to him or goes for somebody else. You got to go for somebody else here, Snippy. It doesn't matter. If you have a slow start, that could actually be good for you because then people don't think you're a threat. Purple has made this mistake a bunch of times, by the way. Purple is sending the message to everybody, which makes sense for someone who's never played community games. It says, tell me how to help and I will do it. Just to you. Tell me if you need res. I boom. That's the only thing I know how to do. Okay, but saying just to you to everybody is a mistake. Skillzu says, if you use just to you, you shouldn't use that symbol. Yeah, so it tells everyone when you type that to all of them. So Skillzu's like, yeah, I know that wasn't just to me. And now he's giving him tips. Says, just go to the settings top right, then no one can see who you're talking to. Skillzu is a very good person for this game. Skillzu has diploed very well. And I'm very glad that he has survived. Because I think that he is needed to support some people in this game. Gray says, I am so busy looking for Snippy, I am forgetting everything else. XD. Me too. Me too. I haven't thanked anyone for subscribing, Gray. Thank you, by the way, guys. Thank you, Archfrost. Thank you, Storm Eagle. Thank you, Tenzo. I can't relax and thank my viewers because of freaking Snippy. And he's seemingly to come back again for more. So I don't know what his plan is. Yeah, people who normally are asleep at this point of the video are wide awake right now. It's crazy. But let's not forget the northern corner. Whoa, where the Portuguese player has put their king walled in by Fatorias? What? That's actually kind of epic. I mean, when you commit to Fatorias, you're all in. So when you put your king in there too, that's pretty damn cool. Also, the castle looks amazing with all the Fatorias there. I am concerned at what that means for Teal, but if Fatorias can... If you can camp with Fatorias for long enough, things could be good! Snippy is here! Snippy is here! Snippy is here! Snippy wants the king! And he went after the wrong castle. Alright, well, he took the castle down at least. Yellow almost died to that crap. And yellow is fully boomed and probably not going to be hesitant here. I think yellow should go kill Snippy now. Snippy angered the wrong player. And damn, I almost missed that. I kept waiting for that transport to hop out earlier. And Snippy says to yellow, sorry, misclick. The classic. So he drops the just passing. He drops the sorry misclick. I really hate it when I misclick my opponent's or my allies' castles. But that happens sometimes. It's a weird bug. They haven't fixed it yet. Gray really needs to just put a king inside of a castle here. And Neopta says, markets in the corner, please, Teal. Yeah, that's funny. This is... Oh, God. Oh, God. This is where the markets are supposed to be. Oh, no. Maltius. Maltius, you need an army. You need an army. Your king is trapped here. You can't escape when you're in the corner like this. Oh, no. And Tom sees the $25 and says, I've got to take it. I've got to take it. Yeah, Teal's dead. I'm going to delete the Fatorias if you continue, says Teal. However, I will help you win. Well, Teal's talking a really big game right now. But you're not going to... I mean, $25 is $25. The only thing you can do in Teal's situation is try and talk your way out of this. Teal deletes the Fatorias, which means that no one can convert them, which is kind of sad. And the king... dies. And first king snipe goes to Tom. And Teal just... too easy to snipe, unfortunately. Tom is one of the better players in the game. Tom had a really good boom and just saw the opportunity. Neopta says to Tom, oh, you got your $25, I see. And Teal is out of the game. And sad times for you, Teal. But don't worry, someone will join you in the afterlife very soon. His name rhymes with Rippy. Because here comes one group of war wagons. There's now going to be another group of war wagons with trebs, with villagers, and Snippy is absolutely going to die here. Absolutely dead. There's no chance. Okay, he's panic house walling around his TC, or his castle. He could run. So he could flee, and then someone else could get the 25 bucks. But the king is in there right now. And Snippy has not really chatted for help or anything. He seems kind of frozen. And it is because in his dying breath, he is going to try and kill Yellow. His king is on the run. Here he is. This would be absolutely insane if he could do it. His king is running forward to his army right now. The king for Yellow, though, has moved away to another castle. Snippy now trying to flee. Green is coming in to take the snipe. Yellow's done all the work, but Green wants the king kill. He says, give me that 25 bucks. That's my money. That's my money. Let's go. That's sick for Skillzu if he can get it. Let's hope he got ballistics. I noticed red didn't have ballistics earlier. Yellow sees this. Oh, no ballistics. No ballistics. Are you kidding me, guys? Now Yellow's there. They both want him. Where's Gray right now? I would love to see Gray swoop in. Snippy. Oh, he dodged. Still no ballistics. No. Who knew ballistics cost so much? Snippy's still alive. He's actually still trebbing Yellow. Like, he's taking down a lot of Yellow's base, but he won't kill his king. And oh my god, you can't make it up. They're fighting over the king kill. Yellow might turn on Green right now. Oh, there he goes. And Yellow got ballistics. So Yellow gets the king snipe. That's important because it's the $25. But also, if you snipe enough kings, you can make it into the king snipe final on Sunday as well. Get even more opportunities to play. So honestly, I think that's probably the fairest result because Yellow took a lot of damage from Snippy. And so now we have 6 players remaining. And we have no one in the north. Like, Teal's gone from the north. Teal's main base was very pretty, but it's all been killed off now. And then no one down here. So we have only 3 players in the east. That would be gray, that would be green, that would be red. And I wouldn't be shocked if red tries to just kill somebody. The strongest players, it seems pretty clear. You've got 3 of them. You've got yellow, you've got red, and you've got orange. And red says, sorry, green, my army got lost, I promise. Just passing. Yeah, so red is... He could have maybe killed green right here. But it feels like he knows he needs the ally right now. I think yellow and orange with the backing of purple would be the strongest team. I don't know a lot about purple as a player, but I know purple has 170 eco right now. And I also know that purple is goths. And goths can be strong. Purple says, chat says, sorry, I missed Red's monologue. What did he say? Hi, Moyne, we're strong. Want to help with perp and orange? Did I miss something before that? I don't think I missed anything, but... Purple says, I have a lot of gold if you need. Red says, sure. What do you have in mind? Red and purple talking is obviously a big deal here. Oh, purple trading to the dock. No way purple actually is trading to that dock. Damn, purple's smart. Like 20% of me is saying this because I know this person's girlfriend is watching. So I'm trying to do him a real solid here. But the other 80%, I'm genuinely impressed. Very good awareness to notice that. And purple says, just need to make some barracks. Okay, that's true. What's the gold count right now? 13k gold for red. 7k for green. 2k for yellow. 7k for purple. 2k for gray. And 8k for Neoptolames. But where is that trade going? A lot of that seems to be running down this direction. Where's the... Bro, don't tell me the trade is trying to path there. Okay, they need to handle that. They need to chop those trees. That's crazy. The trade is running through that one little gap. And the deer was blocking it. That's pretty cool, though. Oh, hold up a second. Tom says maybe we kill orange to give you some breathing room. And then purple snitches. Says, Care, red asked me to kill you. And then purple goes back to red and says, okay, I'll follow you. This is a Diplo god. This is a Diplo god. No one's going to expect purple's going to be this sneaky. I certainly wouldn't. You'd expect it from people who played before, and Tom's watched a lot of games. Gray is converting Snippy's old town with monks, by the way. Which is hilarious. So, well played to you, Gray. Purple says, let's be friends and kill red. And orange says, agreed. And now red is going to yellow and saying, should we go for orange first? And yellow says, okay. Okay, so here is what I'm noticing. Yellow doesn't seem like... Yellow is a very good player. But yellow doesn't seem to be someone who really chats a lot and, like, does the normal diplomacy things. I think if you just... If you tell yellow... If you make a good argument with yellow, yellow's going to say yes to it. So I really think if orange would have come to yellow first, yellow would have been completely fine with an alliance. Yellow says he's going to come up the river. That's true. The pathing of these woodlines is tough. They need to cut some of these trees. But yeah, you can walk up the river a little bit. Tom doesn't think that purple is untrustworthy at all. So continues to tell purple this information and says we are going to hit orange. I mean, in the previous game, we saw how good the Khmer can be, right? And orange was also second place in the grand final last Regicide Rumble. This is a player you should focus down. 20 castles and counting here for orange. And yellow says, want to join to get orange. And sends this to orange. Oh, okay. He didn't mean to say that. He said to get red. Okay, so he corrects himself. That could have got really awkward. Okay, yellow's telling red I'm on my way. Oh, he's going to go up the river in the transports. Okay. Orange hasn't responded. Orange says, getting red sounds better than getting orange.
Yes.
Gray is still angrily converting every building that Snippy ever had. Which is hilarious. And yellow just says yes back to orange. But there's been no deals, no agreements. Tom didn't understand what the river meant. This is actually pretty cool to see the river be utilized like this. Guys, I think Gray is kind of in this position where no one's going to see Gray as a threat, and Gray could do some crazy stuff. We'll see about that. Also, the fact that Green isn't really talking to Red right now is surprising. Red needs to have everyone on board. Also, Red, you're, like, sitting in the middle of the map right next to Orange's base. Like, this is extremely obvious. At least to me, anyways. And Purple is building the barracks here. Purple could support anybody, so it could look good to Red, and it could look good to Orange to see these barracks here. But my prediction is Purple is going to be one of the biggest talking points in this game. Just the fact that Red is giving so much information to Purple, and Purple is essentially told Orange. Yeah, and Orange is like, yeah, come ahead and kill me. It's just camping. Bee-Boo, or Bee-Bo, on the other side of the map. Reaching out to Gray now. And Skillzu says, yellow, who do you want to attack next? I mean, they're going to attack orange. Purple says, while I was watching your beautiful base, I saw 20 Vills AFK. Smiley face. Bro's on the other side of the map. And he's backseating his eco right now. Well, Gray, don't worry. Gray is too busy converting Snippy's base, so he's got other things to do. Big fight, big fight, big fight. Moyne says, sorry, it's war, I think. He's saying this to Orange. He's apologizing before the attack, and here we go. I think yellow can be convinced otherwise, though. Orange says red is top score. So he's trying to convince yellow not to do this. Red is obviously ready. Orange says, please rethink. It would be interesting if yellow... Like, I think yellow can be convinced. We'll see. That would be a big turn. Like, red would be completely screwed. And Neopta says, help red and yellow bullies. And we'll see who comes on board now. Top elo grouping up. All very good things to say. Very good things to say. We'll see if purple helps. Purple offered some help before. Gray has some monks that are wandering around, ready for the Inquisition. And now we have purple turning on yellow. And of course, the barracks are right here, so Huskarls could spam out. And green says, sorry, you won last time, so shrug. Yeah, that's a really fair point. Like, Orange won their community game and made it second in the finals, so they're not a player that you should necessarily trust. Does purple know that? Does everyone know that? The Trebs are doing some absolute work over here. Red's making a lot of progress right now. And we still have yet to see purple choose a side. Purple is choosing a side in a completely different way. Look at the infantry spam, guys. And purple researches treason, which is going to reveal yellow's king location. And yellow has no defense at home. This could be the end for yellow. And this could be $25 for Bibu. Damn. Yellow's attempting to dive here. I mean, this is desperation to snipe the king. That king is nowhere out in the open. There's no way that'll happen. I think yellow just can't make the right plays now because of the attacks from the champions. And yellow could be completely screwed. Purple says, red asked me to attack you. Which must be emotionally crushing for yellow. Yellow's going to be like, what? I thought that was my friend. Red has still made a lot of progress here. Orange is not really fighting back, though. So that's part of the reason why. The champions are dead. Huskarls would have actually killed him. That hasn't happened yet, so they're just champions. Yellow's making some hand cannons. Maybe yellow can hold on. Gray says, lovely, any suggestions? And orange says, backstab red, please. I mean, Gray has needed a helping hand this game. No one has been friends to Gray and gotten responses from Gray anyways. So I think it makes a lot of sense to try and reach out to Gray there. Skillzu has been very silent. Oh no, I'm very wrong on that. Skillzu is actually wrecking Orange's eco. And purple's back with a big army. And if only purple had some siege, I mean, yellow would be dead. It's still doable, though. I mean, that's so much military. The Huskarls should be able to take down what's left of this. And green says, don't worry about him. I've destroyed a lot of his eco. Now, I think you've got to worry about him because there's 100 elephants now. Also, look at yellow. This sneaky castles has Trebs behind it, taking down other castles. Yellow's actually done a really sick job. A really sick job. Yo, Spirit Charge, thanks for the 9 months. And Tundra, welcome back. I agree, man. It's been good to have the bounties. It's been a fun day so far. Will yellow hold on? He's the highest ranked player, but what do his resources look like? They look okay, actually. If he just had more archer ranges to spam more hand cannons, he maybe could survive here. But he's losing what little hand cannons he has. And the king is still in that castle. I don't know where the rally point's set on the castle. Let's actually see where the war wagons go. Okay, so the war wagons go immediately into the castle, so does the king, and it just happened. But the Goth spam is endless, dude. There's a castle there from yellow. And red and orange still fighting, and I really hope that was not a game drop. Okay. We've been having capture age issues recently, so I actually removed the higher quality option because of that, and I was really nervous about today. Knock on wood, everybody. I think we're okay. That almost felt like a pause that would happen when a player drops. Yeah, I think yellow is about to be dead. He's in the transport, though. And guys, we've seen it before. If you can just hang around for a long time, people will stop focusing on you. It's worth it to maybe try and come back in the game that way. Orange finally dealing with this castle. Red hoping that the elephants are going to be enough. Gray still standing around with the monks and pretty much just being a spectator. And purple has researched treason to find out where that king is. And if purple's paying attention, we'll have gotten a notification the king is actually on water. So remember, purple's trading on water, so purple does have a dock, but yellow might be able to disrupt that soon. And yeah, there goes purple with a couple fire galleys. Purple has really impressed me. I was not expecting purple to be so on point with certain things after the chat mishap. And orange has pretty much reinforced everything I said about them. They won before. They're clearly very solid. And I agree with what Neoptolame said earlier. I think that the combination of Goths and Khmer is very strong. I just wonder if they're going to be able to stay alive if the Mongol player can step it up a little bit. Because Skillzu's he's just like in the heart of this eco. There's not, there's a decent amount of eco up here for orange, but still it's an awkward spot for orange. Fires from purple came out. They obviously didn't do anything, and yellow can clear all the trade. And now yellow can actually trade with his dock as well. So yellow is going to survive for now. There's still some villagers around. You do have to always keep a villager alive. And the king is alive. So I don't know what this is going to mean. The ships could actually go up the river, though. All the way up the river to help in these battles, too. It's also kind of funny. Yellow can heal both players. Like, he's not helping red. He's also not helping gray. And, oh! Whoa! 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 Gray's got a bunch of trips here in red season and is not happy about it. Gray's going to go for a snipe. I mean, let's see what Gray says to this. Because, in theory, Gray could have been ready to help red. That's like 50 trebs. Red saw it. Red's attacking. All the trebs are dying. And now Gray turns on orange. Wait, now he allies orange, and now he enemies red. Okay, Gray kind of choked a little bit here. And, well, the good news for Gray... Oh, my God. There's an army from red ready. So, I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. So, was red going to attack gray first, or was gray going to attack red? But this could be the end for after the wide, is his name? The wide. There goes the king. There goes the king, but the king will die. There is no way that that king can escape. Right? Nope. He's dead. Damn. And that's the second snipe for red, guys. So remember this. There's a sniper's final as well. So if red does not win the game, which is still very doable, we could see red again on Sunday. Remember, there's no exploding kings to my regular community game watchers, so the kings do not explode at standard regicide. And Tom says Gray betrayed me. Yeah, it did kind of feel like Gray was trying to betray him. And then he just had to kill him off, so... Yellow says I'm dead. Yellow, I really think you're not if you can get some trade to this dock. It feels bad, but purple's gonna just wait around for you and is probably gonna be asked to help at some point. Purple says, I have bleep, bleep, base, bleep, bleep on water. He's probably saying, I've destroyed his base. Yeah, he's trying to say destroy. We can't say freaking destroy. I hate this chat filter, dude. I hate it. It's so stupid. This is what he was trying to say. It wouldn't let him say it because the filter's broken. And but it's so stupid. Like, if that was an actual bad word, can you just put spaces between it and get away with it? Like, what type of janky system are we working with here? It's so dumb. Anyways, yellow trying to escape a little bit. Maybe yellow could build TCs on the other side. Man. What could happen here? Siege Onager is what can flatten these elephants. Now, that's a lot of elephants. They'll take out the Onagers, but we didn't have Siege Onagers in the previous game. So these elephants will actually start to get flattened. And we're seeing it here, that the Ballista elephants might not be the only thing Orange can make. That's a crazy engagement for Skillzu. These elephants are pricey, man. Regular Onager, it doesn't do enough in my opinion, but Siege Onager in numbers can actually do it. Purple is not giving up on yellow, by the way. Yellow still not able to have this little island kingdom. And yellow, like, seemingly unaware of this dock. Wow, yellow didn't actually see it. And I guess yellow never really thought about the fact that purple was trading. Like, clearly saw the trade carts and killed them, but never actually scouted the dock, and so must not realize that. Red, probably just trying to regroup a little bit. But red has another group of elephants. So this is Skillzu and Tom against Bibo and Neopta. That's a 2v2, but then there's also yellow, who is like kind of on the fritz, and he's on team team green and team red. Yeah, red, you can't be doing this. I think he's just trying to snipe the king, but he found out very quickly that you're just not getting out, and Ballista elephants just win there. You're doing pass-through damage, right? You're hitting the whole group. That was horrible for red. Khmer are easily one of the top picks. We probably won't see them in some other games, depending on what the random bans are. Because we do have bans to spice up each game a little bit, but... Yellow says, I'm dead, have some mercy. I wonder if purple will actually have mercy. I actually could see it. Because purple is very clear. My girlfriend is watching. She's going to learn a lot about him in these moments. Purple says, sorry, yellow, frowny face. Oh, you sicko. He says, I don't want to kill you. Oh, this is where you go, but I really want $25. I mean, if you don't want to kill him, why are you killing him, though? He probably just feels bad about it. Neopta says, green, yellow. Green, red, and yellow and perp are way higher elo than us. We should all ally. You are dooming us both. Skillzu says, bro, I'm exactly 1K. Well, not exactly. You're 1001. So that's not actually accurate. And Neopta says, I am 1.1. Okay, well, you guys are pretty close. Neopta's making a good point. He's pointing out that they're higher elos. That's not a bad point here. Red is going to kill Skillzu. He cannot help himself. I said in the intro, he has to kill his allies. He just can't stop himself. He is a serious problem. That is the third kill for red. But now he doesn't have a teammate to fight Neopta. Now he's pretty much on his own against the others. That really hurts his chances of winning. That is also 75 bucks in the bank, though, which isn't too bad. Let's see if Tom can potentially go for the win. Skillzu's out now. And he says TEC was a dumb name, too. Okay, so the Eastern something, they had a... I forget what they were saying earlier. Maybe chat remembers. But when he killed Teal, he said that their team name was dumb. And then they had like an Eastern coalition. Also wasn't a fan of that name, apparently. Purple's trying to come kill yellow on water. But, guys, let's not forget, you actually get paid for being top 3. So it's a little cheesy, but if yellow just waits a little bit longer, yellow actually gets money. Well, yellow already gets 25 bucks from the king kill, and then if he survives while the others kill each other, he gets even more. How do they kill him? They'd have to dock up here, actually. They can't dock this area down here. They'd have to dock in the middle. And just like we've seen so many times before, when a player just hangs on, they will have to move on from him and leave them time to fight another day. Purple says, okay, I let yellow alone and I'm coming. If you help us versus red, I let you alone, he says to yellow. So yellow might even feed them info. Yeah, they're going to focus. Purple and orange are going to work together on red now. Or we should check the stockpiles. 10k gold for red. There's actually no trade, though. So that's kind of a concern. Must have some relics. Well, actually, everyone's kind of hurting for gold workers. Purple has the most with 20 on trade. Purple could maybe win this thing, honestly. Neopta Lames only has 16 on gold with 500 gold in the bank. The Skillzu died with a lot in the bank, but of course that means nothing now. Yellow, ooh, also has TCs in the right corner. And no one's going to be looking over here, so that's actually some eco. And, oh, man, if yellow just knew about this dock, guys, like, yellow could actually just trade with that with the water control. Damn. If only they knew. And it's so frustrating because we saw purple trading, but I guess he just didn't think of it. Our base says, I told them before the game there's a dock there. Okay, that explains why people were using that too. Tom says, I'm next. Hit him in the back or help here. If only you had a teammate with siege onagers, Tom. Oh, wait, you killed him. You killed him. You had a teammate that could be backing you up right now. But you killed him. Bibo says, yellow asked me to don't attack orange. Sorry. Yellow asked me to don't attack orange. Okay, so purple is putting the blame on yellow right now for his decisions. The Skillzu, how salty are you on a scale of 1 to 10 that red killed you? Because I see you're saying you would back him up right now. Here comes purple. Purple's going to swoop in from the other side. Maybe Tom can get a big attack grounds? Tom, do you realize what's happening right now? Oh, man. Well, he's just going to take down the castles, I guess. Actually, his army is really good against full ballistas. The onagers and the siege elephants. But it's not so good against the infantry. And oh my god, this is such an expensive loss. I mean, this is a crazy army that he's about to lose. He'll lose the siege elephants. He'll lose his onagers. He'll lose like 50 trebs. It will all die. And this just reinforces the fact that red needs teammates. And red killed them. Gray could... maybe Gray would never have supported. But, my goodness. Say goodbye to red pretty soon. Hussar's running in there from Neopta, going for the king snipe, baby. There's too many castles back there. That won't be possible. T90, I know it's late, but Bay-Boo is pronounced Bay-Boo. That's what I've been... Bay-Boo? Bee-Boo? Bee-Boo? Bay-Boo? Bee-Boo? I'm not changing. Whatever I say, I'm sorry. It's going to be a problem. Now, let's think about king snipes here. Red got 3. Yellow got 1. If yellow could swoop in red's final moments and get this king kill, or even if red gives it to him, because that you can do that. You can give someone a kill out of respect. That could put yellow in the king snipe final. 2 kings is sometimes the goal if you want the king snipe final. It really depends. It might be different than that, but I think 3 pretty much guarantees that Tom will be there. There would have to be a lot of crazy circumstances for that not to be the case. Big elephant count now from red. The main issue was he just didn't make a lot of elite elephant archers, so it's doing that again. So we'll probably hold on a little bit longer. And yellow's still booming, and yellow's actually getting some trade right now. Yellow is actually trading all the way. He's trading through a battle right now. So that's not going to last long. But, I mean, every trade trip matters. I would not be trading there. Oh, and purple found him. Purple found him. Well, purple's probably allied with gray, right? So purple's allied with gray. He would have had vision on this. And yep. So because he was allied with gray, he can see all this. And yellow's screwed again. Damn, that's crazy. That is just absolutely crazy. And again, the fact that yellow has not traded to this dock means he's probably screwed then. And Tom will probably be screwed. I don't see Tom breaking orange anytime soon. I don't see him breaking the goth player anytime soon. I do see the possibility that orange will make a move on purple, though. Purple is actually a threat to the throne. Especially if purple has res. And purple does. Like, goth spam is dangerous. See red's trebs on the move. I just wonder if red is thinking, if I'm gonna die, do I try and snipe yellow? But how are you supposed to be able to do that? I guess... Okay. I mean, if you were to bring an army this way with trebs, you might get lucky and get purple. Oh, man, but purple has some units here. And Skillzu's castle is just going to end up taking out red. Red just completely forgot that Skillzu had enemied him because they were allied for so long. And all the trebs are going to go down. Massive battle continues here. And a wonder... Well, I mean, if everyone wasn't against him before, everyone's going to be against him now, but this is the only way you win. It's actually the best play for Tom beyond sniping people. And that wonder, I'm not even sure it will complete. Because there's enough trebs and champions and ballistas here where red's going to get pushed back pretty far. Yeah, the wonder could have maybe happened a lot earlier, but I think Tom is just kind of thinking of desperate ideas right now. And we'll see. Tom's killed 3 people. 3 people who... Well, one of them definitely was going to be helping red right now. And that would have been Skillzu. The others, I'm not really sure. Teal died pretty early on. Of course, we also had Snippy in this game who... Well, he died the way he wanted everyone else to die. He probably got what he deserved. Guys, purple will not let yellow have any freaking space and time. It's actually crazy. But there's sneaky siege workshops there from yellow. I appreciate that yellow continues to try, by the way. Here comes yellow's navy. Coming up through the middle. Wonder's at 41%. I don't know if I've seen a Bengali wonder before. Or wait, was there Bengalis in the previous game? I forget. I probably have seen a Bengali wonder before. Purple says almost out of resources. Purple is lying as well! And orange is genuinely almost out of resources. Purple's got 8k golds and 31k food. Says, let's finish red. And they push on. They need to deny the wonder. Yep. The nice thing for orange is his units just don't die. They don't die very quickly. Now, that's the case for red, but I think the ballista elephants are superior. Yellow now even clicking the cannon galleon tech, so he's got some resources. He's got another TC here. He's still coming back into it. We got a castle here. Again, if only he knew about the trade. I just cannot get over that. Siege workshops won't do anything, by the way. With that champion there, you probably don't want to take the risk. Red stockpiles. Red 0 gold income beyond wherever the relics are. It's climbing up pretty fast. But red will not get it many more elephants after this. The castles are crashing. Champions still spamming here from the Goths. Just absolute massacre. But Wonder's about to complete. So Wonder will complete. Let's see if I've seen this one before. Oh, I definitely have, because I remember being really underwhelmed by how short it was. It's a beautiful building, don't get me wrong, but when you see a Wonder, you're expecting it to be super tall, right? Like bigger than the castle. Not so much with that one. And now Orange is going for a Wonder. He's going for the Wonder. Now, Purple's been very loyal to Orange, but Purple might need to make a play now. Also, Yellow trying with the Scorpions to do anything to kill that champion. It didn't work out. And Yellow says to Purple, last chance to get Orange. And Purple asks Orange, if you make a Wonder, we both win? No, dude. I don't know what Orange is going to tell you, but no, he wins and you do not. Orange should lie, but Orange says, no allied victory. We need to kill red first, though. He is ahead. So he's like, basically, nope, you're screwed, but let's kill red anyways. Wonder's going to go down. Wonder is down. Red's king is on the move. Purple does have units standing here. And red might not know about that. Oh, no, he does know about that. Okay, king goes first. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Evacuation for red. Props to orange for being honest about it. Red's still not ready to call it quits. But this actually gives orange more time. And orange did the right thing. You build the wonder before you're the threat. I also see army collecting for orange running this way. Like, I think orange is expecting purple to attack him. Also, yellow just massacring units here. But also being found by purple. Insane. Ha. The longer red stays alive, the better this is for Neoptolames. No doubt about it. Treason research. Purple's definitely going to try and hunt that thing down. Because purple's been hunting yellow's eco down. Now you see units moving in from purple. I feel like purple deserves $25. Would you guys agree? Right now, purple gets nothing for this game. And, I mean, red's got 75. Yellow found the dock. Oh, yellow did find the dock, and yellow found trade. Ooh, yellow is trading. Oh, great awareness, guys. Great awareness. Oh, my God. Purple has turned. Purple. Wait. Orange just turned on purple. And I don't think purple's realized it. I think orange is going last stand mode. I think orange is just simply doing this because he knows this is how he wins. Yellow says, what have I done to you? That's so funny, dude. Yellow has been attacked so many times by freaking purple. That's so funny. Oh, man, dude. Tom's king threatens. Tom's king running this way. Gray could get the money. Gray could get the money. Gray could get the money just passing. What just happened? Red was running away. He just ran right past purple's champions, and red's king is still alive. Oh my God. Purple clicked the units here because that's where the king was. Nope, not anymore. Red's still on the move. Oh my God. Purple realizes now that orange has turned on him. Orange is not actually attacking him, though. Orange is literally just waiting. And red is now in Snippy's TC. So, guys, discussions need to be had. Purple needs to speak to red and speak to yellow, and they actually all need to rally up together and try and beat the big bad Khmer. And I just think they're too far removed from that. Like, red is basically dead. Yellow is basically dead. They have 300 years. That might not be doable. So the other thing is if it's impossible to kill orange, then you can just wait for second place if you're purple and still get $50. But like they needed, it was either going to be Tom or it was either going to be Neoptolames. One of them was going to be so incredibly strong. They needed to do something about this before, and they just weren't able to get the job done. And why, I would like to point this out again. It's important to remember. Why is orange in such a good position? Because freaking red killed Skillzu. They had a Mongol player with siege onagers. If you would have waited, and then there were siege onagers, they would have been able to be competitive here. But he couldn't help himself. He needed the $25. And also, Tom's still running around. Purple says, I'm okay to be 2. As if, like, I'm okay to be second. And now, orange says, if you kill yellow and red, you will be in King Snipe final. That's true! If purple can kill the other two over the next 280 years, even if he's second place, he might make it back into the King Snipe final. So orange is just going to camp it out. But he's basically going to be rooting for that. and cheering for purple, which kind of makes sense because they were allies for a long time. So here's red's king. Getting to yellow's king is going to be a completely different story. But Tom is just like, just continues to just run around. T90 show the Khmer Wonder. The Khmer Wonder is majestic. It's huge. Tom says, oh, I have a TC, 11. He does. He does. So he could maybe make some eco, but I don't know what else he can do. Purple knows, man. He knows the king is in there now. He just needs cav archers. Like, he needs a unit that isn't a melee unit. You can't be killing kings with melee units unless you have paladin. Oh my god, dude. Oh, man. I love how Gray's monks are there just healing the champions as they run through. Huskarls are faster than a champion, but they're not faster than a king. Oh, Purple, I so badly want you to get this king snipe. Come on, you can do this. I believe. Oh, there's army coming from the other side. Oh, oh, oh. King, run with your little umbrella to the north. Okay. Oh my god. Honestly, Orange should come in and steal this. It might be considered a little rude. Somebody needs to get this kill. That's 25 bucks right there. Like, come on. Make a different type of unit. Remember, yellow's trading. Yellow's gonna get some gold income. Maybe be able to do something, but I don't think that's something. Oh, yellow's coming for it. Yellow's coming for it. Yellow could get king snipe final. If yellow gets 2 snipes. Orange says, why are they not attacking T90? I'm scared. Yeah, he's probably like, what in the world is going on? Yellow coming in. Don't attack the Huskarl. He can steal the kill. Don't attack the Huskarl. Kill red. He should take it. Who got it? Yellow got it. Oh, that's brutal for purple. That is absolutely brutal for purple. Oh, that's so painful for purple. Ah. And that's the right play for yellow. Yellow absolutely should. 25 bucks is 25 bucks. He's held on. He could have resigned. A bunch of people in chat said GG yellow like an hour ago. And he kept holding on. And now he's also top 3. Guaranteed. So he also gets to pay out for that as well. Damn, that's huge. It's wild, but yellow stole green's king snipe and kind of stole purple's there. And now we'll see what happens. But they're not going to... They will not kill orange. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. The situations are just so different. Orange is stacked. Purple doesn't even have trade income. And yellow is asking purple for friendship now. Which... I mean, yeah, you would kind of have to do. Okay, I'm going to give you a tip on what you do if you're yellow's position. You ready? Unethical diplomacy regicide rumble pro tip. You ready? You need to get as many kills as possible. You need to start researching useless technologies. Because the positioning on the score affects the placement, right? So he needs to get his score above purple's. So he needs to start getting like monk techs and like infantry techs. All these techs he doesn't care about. Like university techs. Like it's score boosting time. Also go into people's bases and like kill their vills and stuff for score. Genuinely, I'm not even kidding. Yellow has allied purple. Purple has not accepted it. And purple is just killing him. So... yeah, and purple's going to add more docks. Like, for the next 200 years, we're just going to see purple try and hunt down yellow. And it's not going to work. Goth's score can be really bad as well. Because they feed... like, purple's going to feed a lot of kills here. So if purple continues to just spam units, purple could lose second place. I think after today... like, people should be aware of what this means. This is the reminder, right? You see someone with castles like this, you start letting people know what that means. Like, this is the second time this is everything with the Khmer, and yellow says, come on, purple, let's try and get the wonder. And I think purple didn't see the message before. So I don't think purple is trying to ignore it. Man, it's so sad to see all these siege onagers just sitting there. I appreciate Yellow's courage. Like, Yellow wants to try and make a play for Orange, but how are you supposed to realistically do this? I don't want to be a negative guy, but that's just impossible. Purple doesn't have trade. Purple doesn't have a crazy economy. T90, are we going to need to add castles to the Bombard Tower mod, or is this a case of bad luck? It's just bad luck. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Like, it doesn't happen if green doesn't get sniped. I'm confident of that. They would have full trade set up on this side. Like, if gray and red don't turn, if red and green don't turn, they have a whole side against this. So, yeah, purple no response. I'm just keeping an eye on score, honestly. Because the score could go up for yellow. It looks like it's closing in. He was well over 5K behind, and now it's getting closer. Someone says, let's vote for ban of Bibu. Calm down. Purple's had a great game. If anything, Orange is the one who kind of betrayed the code, right? Like, Orange and Purple were going to be together. Orange dropping this wonder for himself, which he should do. But this is just how it goes. Yellow, you stole my 25 bucks. He's pissed about the 25 bucks. He says, I really need this money. I hope he says my girlfriend is watching and I want to buy her something nice. Aww. Moyne says, you can get even more. He's going to say you can get even more if you attack the wonder. Yeah, but isn't it too little too late? I think it's too little too late, unfortunately. We're in a weird spot. Orange should actually go kill Purple to get more money. But it's risky to move out at all. He's like going for raids and you're like Purple and Yellow are completely dead. Here comes Purple trying to come to the middle. Look at the monasteries. Oh my god. Bro, 24 monasteries. Neopta says, I think I might win this. Mom and Dad, are you proud? I assume they have no gold. Hey, reminder to Neopta Lame's mom and dad that you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime. You can link it with your Twitch account, and you could support the show. Yep, just letting you know. Hope you're proud. Neopta will go to the final again. In a very different way. The other game last year was a bit different. Guys, look at the score. Look at the score. Purple, you're going to lose more money. It's stupid, but you got to think about the score. You're losing so many units, and they're killing so much. In 116 years, Orange will win with the Wonder, and then second place will be determined by the score at the bottom right, which is obviously influenced by all these things. And he doesn't know what to do to counter this, so he's going to think monks or like random demos. But he's not going to kill units, and he's going to get killed, boosting Yellow's score. And Purple has had to make a bunch of halbs now because Orange showed up here. There's still those raids. But this is even feeding some kills for Yellow. Yellow's king will forever be safe down here. Forever. This is not anything from Yellow, by the way. This is just some markets. He does have some turtle ships here, which he's forgotten about. And yeah, buildings destroyed is a big score booster. It's a massive score booster. And I don't think Purple's thinking about that right now. They feel so stuck, like they can't win the game, but they can't lose the game right now, right? It's kind of a weird situation. There is very little gold, very little resources for all of them. Orange actually has more gold, but Orange can't like do anything with it because Purple keeps killing him. So it's just never-ending cycle. Yo, Manhunter, thank you for the 5 months. So is it safe to say you are Neopta Lame's dad? Chat, the score. It's only a $25 jump. It's not that big of a deal. But, you know, he was upset about the $25 with the king snipe. He's like, that was my snipe, bro. So, Margugu says, we had a big French multi-gaming tournament years ago. AW2 Free-For-All was one of the games, and people figured out that the monastery is the most efficient building to spam to get the score. Oh, you think he's building the monasteries to get score? But he didn't realize he was feeding score to yellow in the process. That's interesting. I remember that conversation, Margugu. He's actually out of wood now, though. Yeah, I remember that. It was a long time ago. Yeah, you're right, Margugu. Damn. Is this Bebou? A French? Oh, dude, that's so French. How did I not realize? Bebou. Bebou. Yeah, very French name. Good call. Well, he screwed up building it all in front of the water there. That was not it. So is it the building? Is just the building adds more score than other buildings of the same cost? Technologies obviously are helpful as well, right? I think orange might actually move out to kill purple now. Oh, dude, I actually feel so bad for purple. I think if life was fair, purple would have killed the king. But war and diplomacy is not fair. Purple's definitely... Yeah, let's go, purple. He's going for score boost. He's killing the other people's units to get score. Super smart. And yellow's not doing that. Yeah, look, he's killing all this. Purple's going to be fine with 50 years. And yellow... Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. Purple's trying to boost score. Yellow is actually back. He has trebuchets and wagons. Purple could actually get sniped here. Now, that deer is... Dude, you freaking Ibex, move your... Move. It's blocking the only tile. Yellow needs to kill that thing so he can come through. Move. 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 I can't... I can't. This is... Are you kidding me? Look at the... Look. Move, you freaking Ibex. Yellow, get a move on here. Okay, he's moving. He's moving. 35 years. Purple is killing the other people's bases for score. Thinking about the top place finish. Yellow, who might already be in the King Snipe final, can maybe come in the final moments and get Purple's king. This is like desperate times for Purple. Purple's going to realize this. Purple needs to run. Purple's bringing Halbs. I think Purple could be okay. I think Purple can be okay. If only all the wagons were there, not the Ibex. Yellow researches treason. This is an epic attempt. This is such an epic play. You don't need to kill the Halbs. You just need to somehow kill the king. But purple has noticed it. And I think the king should survive here. That's a lot of Halbs. Yellow will send everything after that castle. The Trebs and the wagons all coming in desperation. If the Trebs can get enough volleys, maybe it's doable. Nice job from purple. He says, nice try, yellow. But it's my money, he says. Oh, that's so funny. I have no problem with that, by the way. Like, I know our normal community games, it's not about the money. It's supposed to be about the money here. I'm happy with that. Orange says, and mine. Can you imagine if Orange just swooped in right there and got the snipe? That was still a really nice attempt from Yellow. That was sick. Salutes in chat for that. I thought we were just going to be kind of out of things to talk about. And he waited till the last second. I think the Ibex actually screwed him up there. But, man, game ends. And I know maybe the wonder aspect isn't what people love to see. But it was absolutely the right play there from the Optilames. He had to do that. He would have been focused on. He picked the perfect time. It was before Red was dead. Red surviving for as long as he did played a role. Now, let's not forget, Red killed 3 kings, likely in the King Snipe final. That's pretty much confirmed, I'd say. Moyne killed 2. Now, it's not confirmed that 2 snipes gets you into the King Snipe final. But it is likely, using last year as an example. So we might see Moyne and Tom in the same game on Sunday. The Optilames will also be in the finals, just like last year, with the 4 pro winners and the 3 other community game winners. So, also, the trend so far, Khmer has won both games in Regicide Rumble 6. So maybe a civ to think about in your draft. if you're going to be getting to play in any of these games. But well played. Well played. Very well played. It was an interesting one. Like, again, I think this never happens if Tom doesn't get greedy. Tom got greedy. He saw dollar signs, and he killed Skillzu. And had he not done that, I think Neopta maybe doesn't have a chance to do this. But Tom took the easy snipes. He gets a whole nother game now. He gets into the snipers finals. So there's like, it's not just about winning the game. It's also about getting the cash and getting the reward for being a bad teammate. Maybe that's a little harsh, but that's what you could consider everyone in the snipers final to be. It's literally a final for people who killed a lot of others. So, wow, that was wild. There's the KD. Yellow obviously had a great game considering, I think, because he was being hunted all around the map by purple. And there's the eco. Another game where trade profit was important, but it wasn't just that. I think you can clearly tell that a lot of that was also just like what military units you had and have you had teammates fighting with you. Honestly, Tom and Neopta were very close, but I think Khmer maybe slightly better than Megali's. And then, yeah, Goth. The Goth support from Purple was just fantastic that whole time. So, well played to them. We will now open it up to the votes. I think this is going to be very interesting. We did this after the memes last time, so maybe YouTube would have missed it. But we are going to have a poll going. There's an additional $25 that will go to chat's favorite player, okay? The fan favorite gets to vote. So we will see the mods spamming it right now. Vote for your favorite player. You can vote for the winner of the game. You could vote for the person to have gone down. Fan favorite. Who you going to vote for? You could still open. You still vote maybe one last time here, chat. But it looks like right now yellow's winning unless purple gets the votes. I mean, both of them had pretty crazy games. Like really stressful, crazy games from my perspective. Meme review. Game number 2, Regicide Rumble 6. Here we are. Hard to swallow pills. Your parents are going to be disappointed regardless of the outcome of your game. That's funny. That's really good. You're pretty good at this, though, Neopta. They might start thinking you're a pro. Don't tell them. But yeah, I mean, you're going to be in the finals again, dude. So congratulations on that. All right, next one. I hate this already. T9 will take care of you now as part of our binding verbal agreement on Twitch. The Spanish can research all naval technologies which can make them formidable on water. Their greatest naval advantage is that their cannon galleons have faster projectiles and ballistics-like behavior. I'm pooping. This is the Dogfather meme. Okay, so if you... I get it now. For those that didn't watch... for those that didn't watch the... back up! For those that watch the game and are like, no one said I'm pooping in the game, I don't get it. Before the game, there was a chatter who'd only put 10 messages in this channel before, and he asked if I could be their dog's godfather. And I said, what does this entail? And then he said, buying the dog food. And then I was like, that's interesting. And I looked at his chat history, and one of the 10 things he said was, I'm pooping. It was a little bit confusing. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. I mean, it's not a poopy meme, that's for sure. That's good. That's good. Snippy, all about it. All about it. He didn't really snipe the king, though, but he tried. Dude, him wandering back, like, around people's bases were so freaking funny. So freaking funny. All right, Twitch chat waiting for Snippy to do his thing. Goes to gray, goes to green, goes to red, goes to gray. You know, a lot of times in these games, it's really tough to entertain because there's like not a lot happening for the first 45 minutes. Dude, when Snippy's in a game, not a problem. If anything, I can't focus on other things because Snippy's sniping so much. Like, I just can't follow anything except the snipe. Because then if I miss it, people are going to say I'm blind. So, all right. Dude, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, actually, you could use the same meme format with Moyne taking Babu's kill later on. It was like twice. He stole 2 king snipes, kind of just swooping in. Skillzu would have actually had the first snipe if he had ballistics, which is kind of sad. Skillzu, I assume he didn't have ballistics. Maybe the king dodged, but Moyne, not only did he steal $50, but he maybe got his way into the snipers final because of that. That was very, very jarring for me to see this, but I finally realized what on earth I was looking at. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If only Yellow would have realized the dock was there a little bit earlier. If Yellow realized the dock was there, dude, I mean, he might have had a much bigger army at the end and maybe been able to snipe purple. All right. Oh. Oh, no. I actually feel bad on the timing here because we already talked about it. And poor Skillzu's been dead for so long. I feel like the timing's pretty dirty. Rip. Rip. True, ballistics is the most expensive upgrade in the game for Skillzu. Because it's 300 wood and 175 gold and $25. I'm sorry, Skillzu. It's not my fault, though. It's whoever made the meme. The fact that I'm laughing shouldn't be mean. Well, anyways, next meme. That was good. That was a good one. I liked it. I don't know if anything is going to compete with the poor Skillzu meme now, but that was really good. Snippy with the classic, dropping the misclick. Oh. Okay, it's the same meme. I want whoever made this one banned. But actually, before we ban them, can we give them VIP? Like, they deserve VIP because that's really damn good. But then ban them. All right? So, I think that balances out. I actually, if someone would have just told me he was French earlier, I would have had so much more fun with it. Because I love doing a French accent. Bebou. Like, I had no clue they were French until Margugu showed up. I should have known. They didn't have a lot of French tendencies, you know? I don't know what that means. We won't dive too far into that. Is that it? Nope. Next one. Oh, I think this is the last one. And I actually missed this message while casting, but this is really freaking good, dude. Move in silence. Never let them know your next move. Tom says, why are there 40 trebs in my base grade? Oh, I'm so sad that I missed the message. I must have happened. Unless, is it fake? Maybe it was fake, because this isn't actually from the game. But Gray was just sitting in the middle of his base. Also, Gray, can you tell me, were you going to kill Red? Or were the trebs there to help? Because I'm still not sure on that. I'm very curious. Because I think Red might not have killed Gray if not for those trebs. So, but yeah, then Gray died soon after. And the game ended, so. Michigan Man says, waiting for my ban. Oh, of course it was you. Of course it was you. Of course it was you, Michigan Man. Get him out of here. No, it's fine. We'll keep him around for the memes. There's enough value there. All right. Oh, we timed him out one time. There we go. He learned his lesson. All right, chat. Well, it was a solid first day of games. Solid opening day of games. There will be no more today. That is it. So it's a little bit shorter. You know, just four. Oh wait, we got an extra meme. Hold on. Here's the final meme. I don't know how I missed this one. It's actually so good. This might be the best one. Especially because Purple was so mad about the king being stolen. That's so freaking funny. Anyways, well played to everyone who made the memes. Sorry I can't give individual shout outs to the people who made them all, but you guys, hopefully seeing everyone laugh at them was worth it.